What's going on, gang? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little bit of a different video for you. I have this long case 139 QMB GY6 engine, and we will be putting a new bore kit on it, new top end. Now this is a long case, it has 12-inch wheels. I've had this engine for a very long time. I am the 139 QMB long case hoarder. I don't let any of them leave me, okay?
I wish I knew how to quit you. Why don't you just let me be, huh?
Okay. All right, and we also will be putting it on our GY6 engine starting stand. That's how it was advertised when I bought it. Now, I did not build this. I got this thing off of OfferUp or Marketplace. I can't remember. It's been a while. But check this thing out, guys. It has the CDI, 2 different rectifiers, a battery charger, all the bells, switches, buttons, and everything that we need to potentially crank up an engine. Now, I have never used it, so today will be the first day that I'm going to attempt to. This thing even has roller, guys, for the wheels to roll when you get it on top of there. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing all of this in the middle of an eclipse. All right, guys, I got the bikes out here. You probably really can't tell, but it is bright dark out here right now. The sun is up, but it's dark. So I don't know, hope I won't mess up my camera, but if you guys can see the sun, yeah, there is an eclipse. And I had to take my welding helmet so I could see what was going on in the sky. I completely forgot about the eclipse going down today. So all right, guys, I'm going to start tearing this engine down. Got to clean it up first a little bit because there's a lot of dirt on it, and I don't like to work on engines that are dirty. But yeah, let me get this bore kit tore down, and I'll tune you guys right back in. Got sidetracked, but it's a good sidetrack. On the way right now to go pick up another MADDOG scooter from a friend of mine. And yeah, I'm starting to think putting 22s on the S10 probably was a bad idea, especially because it's lowered and I don't drive it a lot. So there's little flat spots on the tires, and I can feel the heck out of them. Also, I rebuilt the drive shaft about a month ago, thinking that was going to solve a little noise that I had in the back end. Well, it wasn't the drive shaft. Whatever that little rattling is back there, it's still there. So now I'm thinking it's either my roll pan or maybe the 2 bed bolts that I forgot to put back in when I took the bed off to replace the fuel pump. I don't know, guys. Got to figure that out. Well, gang, I think I just figured out that rattling noise on my little S10. And I thought it was a drive shaft. It is not. Guys, I think I got a axle getting ready to let loose. Hear that? So, yeah, I'm going to take it slow on the way home. I can see where the axle is moving in and out, and it's rattling. Well, it's rubbing up against the inner wheel well. So yeah, we gonna have to take it easy on the way back. MADDOG on the back of the truck, headed back to the house now. We're gonna check it out. It needs a little bit of work, but it is really not that bad. Okay, gang, I'm back. Made it back safely with the MADDOG. Okay, now change of plans. Instead of putting the bore kit that I got on this engine, I'm thinking let's put it on this engine because I really want to test this bore kit out. But all right, guys, let's check this MADDOG out real quick. All right, I do not know what year it is, even though the title is sitting over there. I hadn't looked, but check it out. It has the LED front lights, signal lights, fenders in good condition. Tire in the front is still holding air, I think, unless it's petrified. But yeah, looks like it's all there except for that battery cover. This bike has the digital gauges and has fuel in it. I can hear it, so it's probably really stinky bad gas. Now I got these nice little foot pegs. I don't know if these are original or not. If you do, drop it in the comments, let me know. Got a little dress-up kit right here on the fan cover, guys. The seat is in good condition. It looks like I recovered this seat because look at those wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? That definitely looks like my handiwork. But yeah, stock exhaust with the catalytic converter in the middle of the pipe. And flat tire still, so we got to change on that. You know, got to put the rounded tire in there. Stock exhaust, well, stock intake on it, well, air breather, tube, whatever you call this thing. It's stock, and it's on there. All right, guys. Well, yeah, This thing has definitely been sitting outside, because look at the fuel filter. It has divorced itself from the other side. All original everything is what I'm seeing, and that's cool because I don't like them molested. The wiring harness here looks really good. I don't see any signs of anything been jankied up, so that's cool beans, man. Even got this cool little cup holder like I got on Chuck Bagger, so I'm digging that. I like that. It's by Huffy. So yeah, guys, if you need a cup holder, look up the cup holder from Huffy, man. I like that. It's a little loose, so it probably just need to be tightened up, but yeah, gang, this thing looks really, really good. So let me stop jaw jacking and let's get started. Okay, gang, here's the big bore kit we're putting on this bike today. It's 52mm bore kit, 52mm piston, and we have the non-smog head. I don't know if they're big valves or not. I gotta check those, but yeah, here we go, guys. Got a ring kit. We have a the wrist pin. So let me go ahead and get the seat and everything off out of my way so we can get this thing on the road. All right, real quick, I can already smell the bad gas, but let's give it the old smell test. Well, it doesn't smell atrocious, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it doesn't really look that bad. So before we take this bike apart, let's get some juice in here. Let's swap this battery out, because I know this battery is probably no good. What year is this thing from? It doesn't say. Ooh, look at that. The fuse housing is just crumbling in my hands. All right, we're gonna have to dress that too. I like to change these out for a modern style fuse anyway. So all right, gang, let's see. Let me get the jump box and let's see if we can get this thing a spin. All right, I went ahead and lowered the bike down so we can see this. Now, this is the reason I put the jump points on the Killer B, my MADDOG, the gray one. Is because you can't get my jumper cables on here. So yeah. All right, guys, got the key in. Let's turn. Let's see if we got any signs of life. Oh yeah, right on. Let's check this horn out. Oh, that works great. Left signal. And we hear nothing. Is the taillight working? I can't tell. Well, nothing on the signal. Probably. Oh, well, it's showing up here. It is. Okay, the way it's blinking is letting me. Oh no, it's working. Okay, so there's a little bit of a short in it. So that one's working. So let's do the left one again. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I think the contacts inside this thing just needs to be cleaned up, because they're working, but you kind of got to hold it there in the right position to make it blink. So yeah, we just probably need to clean up inside of there. A little corrosion. So let's see, do we have any spinach? All right, no spinach. All right, let me see. Maybe I have to do it with both hands. All right, nothing. So all right, guys, let me make sure it's not locked up. I'm not even hearing a clicking from the starter solenoid. It's like I say, it's been sitting outside, so it probably just needs the all connections cleaned. Okay, gang, well, I figured out why it wasn't starting with the start button. Just like old Chuck Bagger, guys, it was our brake switches. So I took my little PB blaster and shot it up in there, and yeah, it was stuck. I don't know if you guys can see that little button right there behind that little piece. You can actually hear it clicking now. So did both sides, and now they're working. You can tell brake light comes on and off, so that's cool beans. And it does it for both sides. All right, guys, I need to actually put my harness on real quick so I can be hands free. So let me do that real quick. Okay, gang, in true scooter rehab form, I have misplaced my chest harness for my GoPro, so we're using the tripod right now. But all right, let's turn this key on and let's see, now will it spin over? Yes, it does. Sounds a little weak. Now, the battery that I'm using, I got from the Salvage Emporium. It is a Never Start Power Sport AMG battery, and guys, I've had this thing on charge for a long time, and it finally went green, so I don't know how strong the battery actually is. So we need a battery sponsor. Anybody want to donate a brand new battery for me? Let me know. But all right, check this out. The other battery, this is a Duralast Gold. Actually a good battery. And it's from October 2019. So I'm going to say the last time this bike was on the road was 2019, 2020. So, all right, gang. Well, we know it spins and everything now. So let's just go ahead and get that bore kit off, or get the valve cover off and make sure it don't have a bore kit. Because that's another question I forgot to ask. Alrighty, just got the valve cover off, guys, and we have a stock cam. So this, most likely, with it being a smog head and everything, this probably is a stock bore. So let's just put the valve cover back on for right now, and I just want to see, will it fire. We're not going to try to run it, so you know, we're going to upgrade it. Well, okay, gang, grab my tripod real quick and set you guys up. Well, I got some ethanol free fuel, a little bit left. So what I did was I put it in the squirt jug for my RC car, well, my daughter's RC car, and I kind of tried to fill the bowl up through this little tube here that came off the valve cover. It's bent and petrified in the right angle for me to do it. So all right, I got a little fuel in there. Let me get you guys on the tripod, and we're going to see, will this thing bark off one time. All right, key on. Ooh, it's been on. All right, let me hook my jump box to the battery real quick. I left that key on, and I don't think this battery is any good. So, I mean, it'll hold a charge, but I think it's a weak charge. All right, let's see now. Not much difference. Let me get to Make It Start 3000. We'll try it again. All right, gang, got it hooked up to the Make It Start 3000 on the jump box. So let's see, this thing spins over any faster. Well, it spins much faster. So let's see, can I put a little fuel? All right, you guys are going to have to step back a little bit. See, can I get a little fuel in the carburetor without making a mess that's going to start a fire? Grab a screwdriver. Anyone will do. Now I'm just going to lift the choke a little bit. The choke was kind of stuck, so. All right, got a little fuel in there, made a little bit of a mess. Let's try it again. Nothing. You know what? Maybe I should hook this ground wire back up. Probably doesn't have a thing to do with it, but
90% of the time I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Probably is not going to hurt. Oh, here's my impact. And if it don't fire off, then we just going to test for a spark. Well, maybe we should have had that ground hooked up. Well, you guys heard it? It crunked right up. All right, gang, got all the engine shrouds, the exhaust pipe, and valve cover back off. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just pull off the rest of these little 10mm nuts so we can check out the bore, which we know it's stock. It's got to be stock. Hey, he was running the right plug. Got an NGK on that thing, man. All right, got the rocker arm and the cam off. And guys, I mean, this thing must have had an oil change just before it was parked, because look at that oil. It's golden. All right, let's pull this head off real quick and see what the cylinder looks like. Well, I'll be dipped. Check that out, man. It does have a bore kit in it. All right, so let me go grab the caliper real quick and let's see what size it is. Okay, gang, I went ahead and put my caliper on the cylinder, and it's a 47mm piston, so we are going up a size in pistons, you know. And I probably should have asked did this thing have a bore kit on it or not, but you know, seeing somebody I hadn't seen in a long time, I just got to talking. All right, guys, went ahead and took the cylinder off, and the piston looks really good. You know, we got a lot of carbon, you know, from running that ethanol fuel, but it looks good. No bad scarring or anything I can see on top and bottom, and the cylinder looks really good all the way around. So, you know, I might just order some new rings and use this in something else. You know what? We'll probably just go ahead and just put it on this engine, since I know this engine needs a bore, or needs to be rebuilt. The top end, very low compression. So all right, gang, let me get that piston off real quick, and then we'll start slapping on a new bore kit and fire this bad boy up. Okay, gang, got the piston and cylinder installed. Now guys, I am no engine builder. I mean, I can put them together, but I always got to revert to a diagram, go online and look it up on how to do the rings. So here's one that came with this kit, and I really like it. They put it out there in detail for you, so if you can see that real good, screenshot it and save that. So all right, now time to put the kit, the head on. I have the head here, and I'm going to be putting a A9 cam on this build too. So let me get all that put together, and I'll tune you right back in. All right, gang, got the bike all back together, engine shrouds on. I got to replace this one because that little tab there was dry rotted and it broke out, but no big deals, I got other ones. All right, so I went ahead and put the car back on and everything, and I got the fuel system primed up. And let me say this, these Mad Dogs are a you-know-what to prime. I had to blow air inside the tank to get the fuel to come all the way up here, because you see the fuel pump sits here, so it's got to drag it from down low all the way up and over. But once it gets going, it's good. So all right, guys, let's see, will this thing crank? Now I hadn't cranked it yet, grabbing the exhaust, so there we go. So let's fire this thing up and see what it sounds like. Well, that's being presumptive. Let's hope this thing fires up, and let's see what it sounds like. I was right off the bat. Yeah, I did prime it up and pumped it, and my accelerator pump is working and everything. So all right, that carb cleaned up great. Let's just fire it up again, and that's a brand new kit, so let's heat cycle it a little bit. I do got a little bit of smoke coming out the tailpipe, but that's that assembly lube. See about headlights work. Oh, shut off. Probably need to be idled up a little bit. Sounds really low. Oh, you know what? I didn't even plug the choke back up. Did I? No, I did not. So, yeah. Okay. Let me plug the choke up, but that shouldn't be the problem. It's probably idled down too low. There's my idle screw. There we go. Can I get to it? That idle screw is down pretty much as far as it can go. All right, well, I had to change out that idle screw. It was way too short, but I actually could have just took the spring out, but then I said, you know what, I'll put a longer one in just in case I need some more adjustment. But check it out now. She idles now. Maybe if I turn the key on, it will. Come on, stop playing with me. Hold on. You gotta sit right there. Alright, hands off. It is idling. That assembly loop stinks. Yeah, guys, it sounds really, really good. All right, well, I'm gonna shut it down for the night, guys, and just put the little odds and ends back together and give that battery a really good charge overnight. I mean, it's doing good now, but I'm gonna let it charge overnight, and we'll come back out here in the morning and take it for a spin.
One eternity later.
It's the next morning, and time to take the bike on a little ride, and I'll shake down ride, make sure everything is good. Now, last night I did put everything back together, re-zip tied the wiring harness, and just basically gave it a little whole bath with some 409. So she's all cleaned up now. She really could use a good pressure washing, but all right, gang, so let's just get this thing off the table and let's go take a spin. Gang, there it is. That was a great little ride. Well, one thing's for certain and two things are for sure. That carburetor has got to go. It is way too small for this bike now, but we know that we need like a 20 millimeter or 21 millimeter, but we'll get on that. And that back tire has got to go. You know, I don't care how long I ride this thing, I'll never get used to riding a flat square tire. Okay. And the last thing is, you just can't beat a good old Mad Dog, man. I mean, this bike was in great condition. I mean, compared to some of the other stuff that I got, you know, I get usually, this thing is a gem compared to a lot of that. So yeah, guys, what's next for the bike? I don't know. Definitely we got to find the back of the battery box, get a carburetor, get a new tire, delete the swing arm over here, delete the swing arm, got to get a new exhaust. That thing is hideous. And delete the shock over here on the right hand side, and maybe just add a little graphics, you know, something add to it, not a full paint job like how we did the Killer Bee. But yeah, guys, I like the bike. It is, I mean, it rides good. That new board kit, I mean, it is peppy. You know, I think I topped out at 41 miles per hour, and that's with the stock carb. So once we upgrade that carburetor, and I don't even know what variator weights it has in it. I don't know, you know. I never popped off the CVT cover as usual. I don't even know what that belt looks like. As far as I know, it could snap on the way back home and I'll be pushing this thing. But yeah, guys, all right, well, if you made it this far in the video, I want to say I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.